right?
Yeah.
No matter how I get there, if I get it there,
Yeah, because what?
I'm in good golf shots.
Yeah, what happens with you is when you go up and it just gets, just kind of goes back without really any concern of the length. Okay. Then it gets more across. Then it, as your arms drop, you can just see the arms drop, and your body kind of, you can see it thrusting and try to shallow. And that was one you hit quite a bit right. So that shaft is really pointing at that point in your swing. It's pointing way out to the right of your target, which is right where the ball goes. So that produces blocks right, and you can duck hook it from there. All right. So now what we were just doing outside is, as we were trying, we put the barrel, out there. You got this little pad. As you're trying to, do this with a little, feeling that shaft bounce. Okay, feel that shaft kind of flex. And then when you come down, trying to feel at this point of your swing, you're trying to feel like that club is out there. All right, that's the feeling in your world. You got to feel like that club stays outside. So that ball, at least that ball starts. If the wind's howling right, that ball's got to start left, which is kind of what I see here. So there's a difference between the two. Is over on the right, you can see that club traveling more down in line with your hands. Yep. That one started straight versus when you just kind of let the arms, they don't get back in front of you. It gets long. That's when you get caught behind you. So it's trapped. You can duck hook it or block it. Versus here, the club is more out. All right, but the feel is that club right there feels like it's out here. I think is our key right there. Hands in close to your body, and the club head outside. And that's what produces that nice underspin on it. All right, so, trying to shorten it up. This was one we tried to exaggerate. You felt like the club was pointing over kind of in that direction. You could see that was one of your better ones, right in line with your hands. But even with that short swing, you still can have some rhythm to your swing, some flow. That club can still swing. You don't have to be short and slow.
Loaded at the top.
Loaded at the top, yeah. You can be short, but you don't have to be slow. You can feel it load and then just keep the club head outside your hands. That's good. A good image is this guy here with your swing. As you can see with J.B. Holmes, how when he goes up to the top, if he let it get long, well, that thing you can just see because the club gets in behind him early. If he let it get long, that would go way across the line. So he's learned just to shorten it up. And now watch how vertical that shaft is here. So that thing is way inside the ball. All right, if he were Jeff Holmes, who you never heard of, he would keep moving outside and that shaft would never flatten. But because he's learned how to do it, look how he flattens it. That club gets flattened right in a great position to hit it, and then he just rotates and it comes right on through. But that's how he's made it work, which is more towards where I'd like to see you go. Just get it shorter. Yeah, it's vertical. But his arms are getting down in front of him, and then that shaft will flatten and he can hit it. But he feels that same thing. I'll guarantee you right here. He feels when he's starting down that shaft is staying out because he's fought that shaft getting behind him too much. That ball there was about 340 in the air.
That was.
All right, I'll send that off to you. I think those are good things. Pretty good session today.